it's nice to have you join us. You're watching Newsroom series here on Channels Television. I'm Ayo Tunde Balogun. Today our focus is on the Northwest. But first, our top stories for the day. The Plateau State Command says over 20 people have been killed in an attack on Ampa village in Mangu local government area. Now, the violence, which occurred in the early hours of today, marks the third reported attack in Mangu local government of Plateau State within the past week. The Police Public Relations Officer, Alfred Alabo, stated that the command initially received reports of 18 casualties. He, however, noted that the number of victims is believed to have risen above 20 as security personnel continue to gather information from the affected communities. The Commissioner of Police, Mr. Fanio Ayodeji, says a team of senior officers from the command will head to the community to assess the situation and coordinate security response. The police command stated that further details will be provided as investigations continue. This latest incident has heightened security concerns in Mangu, with residents calling for stronger measures to prevent further attacks and protect vulnerable communities. Our troops of Joint Task Force on Northwest Operation Fansanyama have foiled an attempted mass abduction by terrorists in Unguwarogo village in Kaura Nomboda local government area of Zamfara state, rescuing 9 civilians, including an infant. The incident, which occurred on Sunday, followed a distress call reporting that terrorists had attacked civilians traveling along a local route. Troops of Sector 2 responded swiftly, engaging the attackers and forcing them to flee into the surrounding forest. The media information officer of the JTF Northwest Operation Fansanyama, Lieutenant Colonel Aliu Danja, says the terrorists were led by a suspected kingpin, Malam Shaibu, and that the attack may have been carried out in reprisal for the recent arrest of suspected collaborators linked to the network. Following an ultimatum issued by the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, to Abdullahi Fodio University of Science and Technology, Aliero, to embark on an industrial action over outstanding demands, the Kebbi State government has approved and released 172.15 million naira to settle staff allowances. Governor Nasir Idris approved the release on August 14th this year for the payment of the Consolidated Academic Tools Allowances, CATA, and Consolidated Non-Teaching Tools Allowances, CONTA, to members of ASU, SANU, NASU, and NAT at the university. The Commissioner for Higher Education, Isa Tunga, disclosed this during a press briefing in Birnin Kebbi. Mr. Tunga said the governor had also approved the inclusion of the CATA-CONTA salary structure in the university's monthly subvention with an annual cost of 2.06 billion naira. He adds that the governor approved and released 151.52 million naira for the payment of identified annual increment arrears owed to staff of the university as well. Staying with Kebbi, and Governor Nasir Idris has distributed 7 new 30-seater buses to tertiary institutions across the state to ease students' transportation challenges. Governor Idris handed over the buses at the Government House in Birnin Kebbi to the heads of the beneficiary institutions and student leaders. The beneficiary institutions are the Federal University of Science and Technology, Aliero, Adamo Ogie College of Education, Argungu, College of Advanced and Legal Studies, Yauri, Kebbi State College of Science and Technology, Jega, Kebbi State Polytechnic, Dakingari, and Kebbi State College of Nursing Sciences, Birnin Kebbi, and Kaura Gwandu School of Nursing in Ambursa. Addressing the beneficiaries, Governor Idris explained the decision to provide the buses.
Distribute this vehicle. These vehicles are new ones, so that it can take years using the vehicles for the benefit of our students. I want to call on the management of the institution, including the student union. They should make sure that these cars, these buses, are being used judiciously, and they should not be used for a purpose that is not meant for them. The student leaders are here, and also the managements are here. So that I will not give these vehicles, the management will hijack it. Yes, we give it for the benefit of the students. Students need these buses more than the management. So I want to seize this opportunity to commission these buses. I want to use this medium to commission these buses for the benefit of our students. Bismillah. Inshallah.
The federal government has identified the Hadejia-Jama'are basin as a model for coordinated climate resilience and sustainable catchment management. National Project Coordinator, Agro-Climatic Resilience in Semi-Arid Landscapes, Abdul Hamid Umar, explained that Kano was deliberately selected as the meeting point because of its strategic position within the Hadejia-Jama'are basin. The three-day meeting in Kano focused on accelerating the implementation of the Strategic Catchment Management Plan for the basin and developing solutions to challenges affecting communities across state boundaries.
For domestic and industrial use, and primarily we are providing water for irrigation. And we have been facing challenges, many challenges which revolve around typer grass infestation, which slows or even block water flow to the irrigable areas. And also we have been faced with silting, that is sedimentation of the dams.
Issues that have been bedeviling the north, from natural desertification and degradation of the landscape, is harnessed, is articulated and resolved. And we are essentially here to put the Hadejia-Jama'are as a classical case study of how coordinated efforts can resolve issues surrounding climate change challenges. So for us, the itemization of the problems that we have chronicled here is one step to resolving the challenges.
Now, staying in Kano, the state government has commenced the distribution of land allocation documents to 50 youth across the 44 local government areas. Now, this comes as part of the empowerment promises made by Governor Abba Yusuf to give land ownership to 1,000 youths in the state. The Secretary to the State Government, Mr. Umar Ibrahim, describes young people as a greater asset for the state. Our correspondent, Nanchin Vincent, reports.
These young people, drawn from the 44 local government areas of Kano State, are some of the latest beneficiaries of the land allocation program of the state government. According to the Secretary to the Kano State Government, Mr. Umar Ibrahim, the initiative is part of effort to ensure young people are given a sense of belonging.
Land remains one of the most valuable assets anyone can own. It appreciates over time, creates economic opportunities, provides security for families, and serves as the foundation upon which lasting wealth can be built. By giving our youth access to land today, we are laying a foundation for a generation of homeowners, entrepreneurs, developers, and investors. This program also forms part of our broader strategy to gradually bring different segments of Kano society into the housing ladder. Our vision is to reduce the housing deficit, expand home ownership, improve living standards, and ensure that more students own legally recognized and properly planned properties.
The government is hoping that the young people will use the land to create opportunities to start businesses, develop properties, create jobs, and build sustainable sources of income, which is expected to contribute to the growth of new communities and stimulate economic activities.
Do not regard these allocation documents as ordinary papers, and do not rush to sell them because of immediate financial needs. Rather, protect them, develop your land, and allow it to become the foundation of your family's future. Land is one of the greatest assets anyone can own, and today's allocation is an investment in your tomorrow. It is on this note that I want to assure you that the administration of His Excellency Hadejia-Jama'are Yusuf has declared a decisive war against illegal land grabbing, also called Hadejia. We shall continue to recover public lands, prosecute offenders, and restore sanity to land administration across the state.
The Kano state government is assuring citizens that all 1,000 youth who are selected to become landowners will be allocated in batches 50. From Kano Commercial City, Nanchin Vincent, Channels Television News.
And still in Kano, the state government has refuted the report by Tracker, a civic accountability platform, on the budget concerning an alleged 235.4 million naira expenditure on the construction of classroom blocks at Government Girls Senior Secondary School, permanent site in Masu in Sumaila local government area. The State Commissioner for Information and Internal Affairs, Comrade Ibrahim Weah, made the clarification while addressing journalists at a press briefing, saying the government considered it necessary to set the record straight and prevent the public from being misled by information contained in that report. Mr. Weah said the administration of Governor Abba Yusuf remained committed to transparency, accountability and prudent management of public resources, stressing that government projects were executed through established procedures and supported by appropriate documentation.
The claim that 235.4 million was paid for a project at GGSSS Masu is both misleading and mischievous. The detailed 2025 Q4 budget implementation report does not contain such a payment for that description. All capital projects are captured with full NCOA code, contractor details, and are subject to due process and physical verification by the Ministry of Education, SUBEB, Ministry of Works, and Ministry for Public Procurement Monitoring and Evaluation. The Ministry of Education and SUBEB are currently conducting an internal audit of all projects in Somali local government and will release the full list to the public.
When we come back after the break, it's off to Kaduna State, where we find out how the state government is taking healthcare delivery to yet another level. Join us again. Welcome back. You're watching Newsroom Series, and we're taking a look at the Northwest region. Let's now talk about healthcare, which is receiving yet another boost in Kaduna as the State Contributory Health Management Authority, KACHMA, has intensified efforts to expand health insurance coverage at the grassroots with a strategic engagement meeting held under the leadership of the Emir of Zazzau, Ambassador Nuhu Bamali. The meeting, which brought together stakeholders from the 11 local government areas under the Zazzau Emirate, also featured the launch of a KACHMA enrollment office at the Sabongiri market.
The Zazzau Emirates is hosting a strategic engagement to strengthen grassroots sensitization to boost enrollment into the state's health care insurance scheme across the 11 local government areas under the Emirates. Led by the Emir of Zazzau, Nuhu Bamali, the engagement focuses on the importance of expanding access to affordable and quality health care by encouraging wider participation in the health insurance scheme.
We are very pleased to hear this because we have seen the value and also the importance of medical insurance. It's a very important investment, for everybody's health to have medical insurance as against, holding cash. We are going into cashless society.
Director General of the Kaduna State Health Management Authority, Abubakar Hassan, emphasizes the need for greater awareness among residents, particularly those in rural communities and the informal sector, on the benefits of health insurance programs.
His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Obasani, our governor, our leader, in his manifesto has confirmed that health is a cardinal principle of his administration. But again, within the same manifesto, he affirmed that he cannot run this system without nurturing the citizens. It means engagement is going to be paramount. And every time we come to your palace, Your Highness, it is a commitment to confirm that, yes, the palace is in support of that principle under His Excellency's agenda to nurture engagement with the citizens, going to them, getting them to understand exactly what the government is doing, how the government is doing it, and how they benefit from that.
The Kaduna State government takes this campaign to Sabongari and surrounding communities, a major local government area and multicultural commercial hub located in Zaria.
Catching my flexibility is very easier to afford because I know a little bit, because I'm in the medical line also. So it will be hard difficult for a person to afford medical bills throughout the year. But with Kachima here, if you pay just a bit of 10,000 naira or 10,000 plus, you cover a whole year. Even if it means you will be taken for, let's say, surgery or whatsoever, the same that 10,000 will cover it all.
With the involvement of traditional institutions and community stakeholders, Kajma says the grassroots sensitization drive is aimed at ensuring that more residents understand, enroll in, and benefit from health insurance coverage.
The Pan-Middle Belt Movement for Tinubu-Shettima 2027 has inaugurated its national leadership and commenced grassroots mobilization across the region with a target of securing at least 6 million votes for President Bola Tinubu and Vice President Kashim Shettima in next year's presidential election. Convener of the movement, Edward John Auta, says the organization was established to provide a platform for people of the Middle Belt to participate meaningfully in the political process while championing issues and interests affecting the region. Mr. Auta, who also serves as Senior Special Assistant to the Kaduna State Governor Ubasani on industrial training and development, said achieving the movement's 6 million vote target would require sustained and coordinated mobilization from the national level down to the states, local government areas and communities. On his part, the patron of the movement, Samuel Atong, is urging members to overcome what he describes as the minority syndrome.
The figures are there, even though there is still a lot of work to be done. A lot of efforts have already gone into solving the problem of insecurity in the region. And there is remarkable improvement in terms of security. And in some communities, farmers are already going back to the farm. And that is the reason why we believe that the region will vote massively for the Tinubu-Shettima ticket.
You know that before one successful attack, the security agencies must have prevented or foiled 1,000. So we want to appeal to the people of the Middle Belt and to the people of Nigeria to put their faith in Mr. President. Let us assess the security situation frankly, objectively, and sincerely. How many bandits commanders have been killed between 2023 and today? How many terrorist commanders, ISWAP, Boko Haram commanders have been killed between 2023 and today? So by the time we begin to look at these numbers, then we will be able to appreciate the progress that this administration is making in terms of security.
The federal government, in collaboration with the Katsina state government, has launched the Renewed Hope Seed Support Program, an initiative aimed at improving food security by providing climate-smart, high-yield seeds to smallholder farmers across the state. The program was unveiled in Daura, Katsina North Senatorial District, where the Director General of the National Agricultural Seeds Council, Fatiu Mohammed, said the intervention was designed to help farmers recover from recent weather challenges and increase agricultural productivity. The NASC Director General also announced that the federal government has approved 50 billion naira to support 6 agricultural industries in expanding their operations, with the National Agricultural Seeds Council among the beneficiaries.
What is happening today is simply one of our primary assignments as National Agricultural Seed Council. We are regulators of the seed industry. We don't produce seed, we don't sell seed, but we oversight the industry totality. What happened this rainy season, we have had a drought spell of rain shortage, which we have 3 weeks shortage of rain, and our cash crops are burned. But today, we are able to produce 32 metric tons of cowpea to Kaduna State, 9 metric tons of sesame, 8.35 metric tons of groundnut. These are cash crops that we spend only 40 to 45 days by the grace of God if it's well processed in the farm.
Meanwhile, the federal government has launched an intervention to help farmers recover losses caused by dry spells and irregular rainfall, with the Minister of Agriculture, Abubakar Kyari, saying President Bola Tinubu directed the distribution of improved seeds within the remaining planting window. About 4,935 smallholder farmers in Jigawa are expected to receive certified cowpea, groundnut and sesame seeds selected for their short maturity periods. Speaking at the flag-off in Dutse, Mr. Kyari said the intervention is designed to help farmers recover part of the planting season lost to the dry spell. And Governor Umar Namadi, represented by his deputy Aminu Usman, welcomed the intervention, saying the support will help farmers replant, recover production and strengthen food security.
NIMET warned us to expect dry spells for up to 21 days across the north between June and August. That is close to what came. 3 weeks is a great deal to lose anywhere. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Mr. President, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR approved this intervention and directed that it reaches affected farmers inside the planting window. That instruction is the whole difference. Today, the National Agricultural Seed Council has brought these seeds to Jigawa State.
The seed being provided today are not only input, they are certified seed developed to help farmers restore productivity after recent climate changes. Under this intervention, cowpea seed, sesame seed, groundnut seed will be supported to the total of almost 5,000 farmers across the state.
And with that, we draw the curtain on Newsroom series with our focus on the Northwest. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayo Tunde. Bye.